Welcome to a 30-minute yoga flow to open your hips and your heart. Join me in a cross-legged seated position, hands resting on top of the legs. Find a few rolls of the shoulders, drawing your shoulders up, down, and back just a couple times. And settling here in your seated position with the shoulders nestled down away from the ears. Finding a few deep breaths, beginning to notice how your body moves with each breath in and out. Feeling your chest rise, the lungs and ribs expand as you inhale, settling further down into your mat as you exhale. Tapping into this ebb and flow of breath, deepening each inhale and each exhale, allowing yourself to arrive here in this space, in this moment. Gently draw one hand to rest on your heart, taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice. It can be a single word, a phrase, a mantra, something you can repeat silently to yourself. What words or word do you need to hear most today? Inhale, arms rise, palms touch. As you exhale, draw your hands to your heart, sealing in your intention. Placing your hands back down to rest on the legs, begin to roll your head in a soft circle, breathing into the spaces in your neck, releasing tension in the shoulders and the head. You can reverse your circles if you haven't yet, moving nice and slow, and then returning back to center. You can begin to get your whole torso involved, inviting organic movement into your body, drawing the element of water into your movements, finding fluidity in the spine, back body, head and neck, and returning back to your neutral seated position. We'll transition to seated with our legs extended out in front of us. Inhaling to reach the arms up, exhaling to take a nice soft fold over your extended legs. Camping out here for a few deep breaths, drawing the chest towards the thighs. Coming back to a neutral spine, draw the hands behind you, fingertips facing your bottom. Roll the shoulders back, elbows come in, heart and chest opens. Option to root through the heels, lift the hips, find a reverse plank. Either option, we're opening the heart. Exhale to lower the bottom, dropping back down over your extended legs, folding forward. Begin to move with the breath. Inhale, open the heart, option to lift the hips. Exhale, fold over the legs. As we inhale, we open the heart. Option for that reverse plank. As we exhale, we release and fold. Find your rhythm here, syncing up to your breath, moving back and forth. Finishing the round that you're on, we'll meet back in our seated position with the legs extended out. Transition onto all fours in a table, making sure shoulders and wrists are stacked, knees are hip width apart. We'll begin to move through cat-cow, dropping the belly, shining the heart open as you inhale, rolling the spine up as you exhale. Again, sinking to the breath, finding your rhythm. Inhaling, spine rises. Exhaling, belly drops. inviting any movement into the back body that feels good. Returning back to your table, and then tucking the toes under to lift the hips, finding your first down dog. Really want to send the hips up, root through the fingers and the hands, invite movement in, pedal the feet, nod the head. One more breath here in your down dog. Lifting the heels up and then drawing the heels back down, finding a stretch in the top of the feet. Just a couple times here, inhaling, lifting the heels, exhaling to release. Bringing your gaze towards your hands, walk the feet to meet the hands, finding a forward fold. You're hanging heavy here. Finding 3 to 4 breaths. Invite movement in, a rock side to side, a nod, yes, no. Maybe you grab the elbows. Whatever feels good here for the spine, for the back body, the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale to release. Again, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale to release. Last time, on your inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, and fold. Very slowly begin to roll your spine all the way up to standing. Finding your mountain pose. Drawing the shoulders up, down, and back. Arriving here in Tadasana. Rooting through the soles of the feet, lengthening through the spine. A little lift of the chin here. Find a deep, empowered breath. Repeat the intention you set for your practice, and allow yourself to arrive here again, in this space, in this moment. Inhale, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhaling to find your halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling to release. Stepping through to a plank position. As you exhale, lower down chaturanga. Use your knees here if you'd like to. Stomach and chest reach the mat, and inhaling to open the heart, cobra. Exhaling, coming all the way back through to your down dog. Syncing your breath to your movement. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower down. Open the heart, cobra. Exhale to come back through, downward facing dog. One deep breath here in your downward facing dog. Drawing your gaze towards your hands, bring the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. As you inhale, find a halfway lift. As you exhale, release and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale, hinge and fold back forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, plant the hands, step your right foot back, finding a lunge. You want your knee and ankle stacked in a line, and you want to be able to see the toes of your left foot. Draw your back knee down and bring your hip space further towards your mat. Hands can rest on top of the thigh here. When you find your stability, inhale, reach the arms up. Bending the elbows, cactus arms. Exhale, draw the hands forward to meet. Inhale, open back up, cactus arms. Exhale, hands meet. Inhale, heart opens. Drawing the hands back together and then bringing them towards you into prayer. drawing the hands down to frame the front foot. Send the hips back, finding a runner's stretch. We're straightening out the front left leg, drawing the chest over the thigh, releasing the head, letting go of any tension in the neck. Finding a few more deep breaths here. Hips move back forward into your low lunge, hands framing the front foot. As you exhale, come back into your runner stretch, beginning to hinge and move back and forth with the breath. Inhaling, low lunge. Exhaling, runner stretch. Breathing into the spaces of the hip, the back of the leg, finding fluidity in your movement. Finishing up the round that you're on, we'll meet with the hips forward in that low lunge. Lifting the back knee, step forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Hang heavy, release, let go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale to hinge and fold back forward. Inhale to find your halfway lift. Exhale to release. Bending the knees, planting the hands, left foot comes back. Checking to make sure knee and ankle are stacked. Drop the back knee, find your low lunge. Hands can rest on the thigh, building your foundation here, drawing the hip space further down towards your mat. Reaching the arms up, and then bending the elbows, finding your cactus arms. Exhaling, drawing the hands to meet, and then inhaling, opening back up. Again, hands meet, and we open back up. Drawing the hands together again, and then bringing them towards you in prayer. Releasing the hands down to frame the front foot, hinging the hips back, straightening the front leg, runner stretch. Releasing the chest over the thigh, finding a few deep breaths here. Inhaling, sending the hips back forward, low lunge. Exhaling, moving the hips back, runner stretch. Finding your rhythm, moving back and forth with the breath. Working into the spaces of the hip, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg, sinking to the breath, moving back and forth. Pausing with your hips forward again, lifting the back knee, stepping forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Release, let go, hang heavy. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, drop the hips, lift the arms. Pick up the toes to make sure your weight is in your heels. And then draw the arms behind you as you straighten the legs. Inhale, swing the arms back through, chair pose, knees are bent, hips are lowered. Exhale, swing the arms back behind you, straighten the legs and fold. Find a rhythm here with the breath. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs, send the arms behind you. Again, inhale, come through, chair pose. Exhale, hinge and fold, reach back behind. Allow your arms to come into your neutral forward fold, hanging heavy. Then begin to heel toe the feet out to the edges of your mat. Rooting your left hand down, reach up with your right arm. Draw the gaze up along with it. Nice twist of the spine. Exhale, release the right hand, plant it. Lift the left arm up. Finding the twist in the spine, lifting the gaze. Exhale, release the hand. Heel toe the feet back together to your forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale to release and fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms rise, palms touch. Exhale to hinge and fold back forward. Inhaling to find your halfway lift. Exhaling to release. Coming through to a plank position. Finding your vinyasa, your flow, lowering stomach and chest to meet the mat. Inhaling for up dog or cobra. Exhaling, coming back through to your down dog. Finding a deep breath here. Lifting your right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Invite some movement in, some circles. And then draw that right foot through to the outer edge of your right hand. Dropping the back knee, we're prepping for lizard lunge. Hands can stay rooted or you can drop to your forearms. You can come onto the pinky toe side edge of the right foot to bow the knee out if that feels comfortable for your hip space. We'll find a few deep breaths here, working into the spaces of our hip. Reaching your right arm up, swing it back to rest on your left leg, opening through the side body, and then releasing the hand back forward and down. Drawing your right foot back into the middle of your mat, hands come around to frame it. Lift the back knee, drop the back heel, work your way up into a warrior one. Checking to make sure your hips are square to the front short side of your mat. Arms are alongside of the ears. Left elbow bends, right arm swings underneath, finding eagle arms. Binding your arms as best as you can and drawing the thumbs to meet the space between the brows, your third eye. Feel the stretch in the scapula of the shoulders. And then gently release, swinging the arms behind you. Option to clasp the hands together to further broaden through the chest. Additional option is to bow down into the inside of your front right foot, humble warrior, working deeper into your hip space. Stay connected to the breath. Begin to rise up if you bowed down, and swing open into warrior two. Arms stretch out alongside of the legs, gaze is forward over the right hand. Stay active through the arms. Reach forward and drop your left hand down to rest on the leg. Right arm comes up. Reverse warrior. Reaching your right arm down to rest on the thigh. Bring the left arm up and over, extended side angle. Option to make this more challenging by lifting your bottom arm out. Coming back through to warrior two. Windmill the hands down to frame the front foot and find your vinyasa, your flow. Sinking to the breath, meeting back in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, invite some movement in, open the hip space. Begin to draw the left leg through towards your left hand, prepping for lizard lunge. Both hands are in the inside of the front left foot. Back knee is down. Option to come onto the forearms, or you can stay with the palms rooted. Camping out here for a few deep breaths. You can come onto the pinky toe side edge of the left foot, bowing the knee out if that feels good for your body. Stay connected to the breath. Lifting up so you can swing the left arm behind you to rest on the right leg, opening the side body. And then swinging that left arm back through. Hands come around to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee, drop the back heel. Come up into a warrior one. Find your foundation. Arms are stretched out alongside of the ears. Right elbow bends. Left arm comes underneath. Eagle arms. Draw the thumbs to meet the space between your eyebrows. Activating your third eye. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Release. Swinging the arms behind you. Option to clasp the hands together to further broaden through the chest. Additional option to bow down into the inside of your front foot. Humble warrior. Working your way up if you bowed down. Transitioning into a warrior two, swinging the arms out alongside of the legs, squaring the hips off to the long side of your mat. Reverse your warrior. Back hand comes down, front arm comes up. Breathe into the side body. Reach the gaze up. And swing the front arm down to rest on the thigh. Back arm comes up and over. Extended side angle. Option to lift the lower arm to add in some additional core work. Release back into warrior two. And then windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, stepping through to plank. Lower down, stomach and chest meet the mat. Untuck the toes, root through the tops of the feet, prepping for cobra. As you inhale, open the heart, cobra. Exhale to lower. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, surrender back down. 1 more time. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale to release. Bringing the hands out to the edges of your mat, lift up into seal pose. Creating more space in between the heads of the shoulders, shine the heart open, repeat your intention. Lowering back down, tucking the toes under and coming up and through to puppy pose. Very similar to child's pose, but walking the hands a little more forward so the elbows are off the mat, bottom is in the air. Forehead is down towards the mat. Deep stretch in the spine and the shoulders, lengthen here. Come back into your table. Centering your left hand in the mat, reach up with your right arm, open the shoulder. Then guide your right hand through like you're threading a needle. Shoulder and ear come down to rest on your mat. Finding a few deep breaths here, release the shoulder down, melting away any tension from this space in your body. Begin to unwind, lifting that right arm back up. And then lowering the hand down, planting it, reaching up with the left arm, opening through the shoulder, and then guiding the hand through. Shoulder and ear come down to rest. Again, melting down into the mat, releasing tension here from the shoulder space, the upper part of the body. Begin to unwind, reaching that left arm back up, and then slowly lowering it back down. From table pose, lifting the arms up so you're balancing on your knees. Arms are resting alongside of the body. Inhale, swoop the arms up, palms touch. As you exhale, fan the arms out, Draw your bottom to rest over the heels, forehead comes down, child's pose. Beginning to sync with the breath as you inhale, swoop the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, release and lower down into child's pose. Finding your rhythm here, moving with the breath. Inhale, rise, palms touch. Exhale, release, surrender down. Following the breath, really making yourself expansive on the inhale. Exhaling, releasing back down. Pausing when you've reached your child's pose again, forehead resting on the mat. Bringing the palms together, repeat your intention. And then work yourself through to a seated position with the legs stretched out in front of you. Right knee bends. Right hand comes behind. We're finding a seated twist here. You can draw the right knee in towards your torso, or you can hook your arm and your elbow against the knee, deepening the twist. Releasing, taking that right knee, sending it out and down, squaring your hips over your left leg. Begin to fold. Camping out here for a few deep breaths, drawing the chest over the thigh. Begin to rise back up. Extending the right leg long, bending the left knee, reaching behind with the left hand, either hooking the right elbow or just grabbing a hold of the knee and drawing it in. Finding our twist here. Unwinding, taking our left knee, sending it down, squaring our hips more over our extended right leg, and folding over it. Again, breathing into the back of that right leg, nice soft fold, drawing the chest over the thigh. Begin to come back up to center, bending both knees, soles of the feet on the mat. Arms are stretched out alongside of you. Tick-tock the spine down to meet the mat. Releasing the arms down alongside of you, walking the feet in towards your bottom, and then lifting the hips up to find a bridge pose. Sending the navel towards the sky, keeping the knees in rather than bowing them out. Shining the heart open, rooting through the heads of the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Lowering the bottom back down, window wiper the knees from side to side. Just rocking back and forth, release the hips, release the low back. Coming back to center, we draw the soles of the feet together, the knees bow out, finding cobbler pose, allowing gravity to further open the spaces of the hips, drawing one hand to rest on the heart and one hand to rest on the stomach. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm and flow. Repeating your intention one last time. Allowing it to resonate here in your heart. Finding a nice soft breath as you release that energy throughout your entire body. And then with one more breath, lovingly release that energy outward, relaxing your arms and legs outward, finding your Shavasana, your final pose, inviting stillness into your body, letting your muscles become heavy, shoulders sink down, tailbone releases, unclench the jaw, relax the muscles of your face. Enjoy a few minutes of stillness. Begin to invite movement back into your body, wiggling the hands and feet, fingers and toes. Or you can pause and extend your Shavasana however long you wish. Slowly drawing the knees in and bringing them down to one side to a fetal position. Taking a deep breath to seal in all the benefits of your practice. Gently, with a lot of ease, work your way back up to a seated position. Bringing your hands together at your heart. Thank you for joining me in this practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.